been sitting here? How long?
I missed you.
I figured you were. I thought you even had someone following us just to mess with me more.
What? Okay, that wasn't a normal sentence, Stu. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Sleeeeepy. If you are returning, I missed you, sleepyhead. And if you are new here, it is nice to meet you, cutie pie. And welcome to the hub of all things oh so cozy, oh so sleepy, oh so sweet. So today we are going to be playing the My Dear Hatchet Man Part 2. Today we're going to try and get all the little snippets that we didn't get the last time. So we're gonna try to piss off Alan. We're going to be like, set some nice boundaries, yeah, and not go by impulse sleepy. I'm excited. You're excited. Let's do it. Okay, so we are at the spot where we decided to walk through the woods home. My legs lock in place as I shoot upwards in fear. What the hell made that noise? I was starting to get the sense I wasn't the only one here, and I was being watched. Calm down, Sleepy. Maybe it was just an animal, or maybe not. Of course I would be murdered in the most cliche way ever. I gawk at the pair of glowing, predatorial eyes emerging from the flora of the forest. My heart was racing and I could feel my blood running cold. I think he was getting closer to me. Last time we attacked, let's scream. I didn't have anything else I could do. I huddled myself, trying to desperately appear small like some kind of scared animal, not putting up a fight. I let out more of a yelp than a scream, out of sheer desperation. I threw a random snack from my bag at them. Is that all I could really muster? Nothing but a pathetic call for help. I shut my eyes, waiting for some sort of shock or hit to the head, but...
Are you lost?
No. I am now found. Cautiously, I lowered my guard, taking a peek at who exactly was in front of me. Oh, he's just a baby! It's just a baby! I couldn't make out his features well, but his hair stuck every which way out of his head. He appeared to be holding something. A hatchet. Of course, you never want to run from a man who has a hatchet. Are you gonna answer my question now? He continued to have that small, almost innocent smile plastered on his face. It kinda annoyed you? It kinda charmed you? But why did I almost automatically pick the charmed one? Last time I was like, it charmed me. It kind of annoyed me. I let out a huff, rolling my eyes. Answer mine first. He let out a chuckle at my response. I noticed his movements weren't threatening and seemed to be casual. Alright, I'll comply. He put his arms up, almost like he was trying to surrender and play off the interrogation. Would you rather be stuck in the woods then? No. I think you should trust me. My mama told me not to trust strangers. I don't know. But I guess I know his name, so we're not strangers no more. The cool air of the fridge nicked the tip of my nose as my eyes searched for food. It was practically empty. Ooh, okay. I think last time we had toaster waffles because toaster waffles is good. Let's do eggs. It's not much, but it's a classic staple for breakfast. Plain and simple. I don't have much to eat with it. A fried egg is the way to go then. Oh, if you go down something something the woods today. Dang it, I still can't read it. I heard his voice again. It sounded almost in disbelief. I turned around to face him again. His eyes are wide, but a smile slowly forms. He seemed happy to see me. You thought I was gonna ditch you or something? Well, maybe. He laughs nervously under his breath, scratching the back of his neck. Like I said, I owe you one and I want my snacks. I can't turn down an offer like that, of course not. Not for snick snacks, thinking of the snacks. Stick snack where you at? I got a chuckle out of him, easing him more and more into a conversation. It soon subsides again into an awkward silence. I shifted my eyes around, trying to think of what to say next. Oh, I didn't catch your name, stranger. I didn't throw it. Last time I groaned, this time I laugh. Couldn't help but laugh, trying my best to stifle it. Are you serious? Jesus, dude, just tell me your name. I struggled to finish my sentence. Every vowel would be interrupted by my laughing fit. It wasn't even that clever or funny. Alan. Alan? Yep. Alan Orion Constance O.I. Wittmont III. I forgot. Mr. Wittmont, please. Please, Mr. Wittmont. Is that really your full name? I squint my eyes at him. No, it's just Alan Orion. Wow, you're already lying to me. I can't believe you, Alan. You seem to get lost easy, huh? What would you do without me, Doe Eyes? He keeps calling me that. I think we unlocked a new name that I like, y'all. I never thought I would like Doe Eyes, but here we are. Here we are. Swooning. He kept calling me that, even after I told him my name. It weirded you out. I'm flattered. I'm flattered. That kind of attention made you feel uncomfortable. I scratched the back of my neck and shift around awkwardly. I'm not sure how to feel about him or that nickname. There was a beat of silence.
All right.
I'll lead the way. Cool. We both walked together, or more like I followed wherever Alan walked. On occasion, he would stop and mutter to himself under his breath. I could have sworn I heard him counting the trees, pointing at them before smiling at me and beginning to walk again. Well, pick anything you want. It's on me. Okay. I perked up as soon as he said that. My eyes scanned around every corner of the store, wondering what I could get. Last time we got ice cream, because ice cream is the best. I don't like soda. Let's get it slushy and brain freeze. I quickly ran to the back of the store, grabbing myself a huge cup of frozen syrupy goodness. They were fairly cheap. I looked back and saw that Alan was also scavenging around for snacks. Both of us were smiling brightly like children running amok the aisles, not even bothering to get a basket for our collection. Alan instantly flashes a proud smile at me, holding his snack securely. You got everything you need? Yeah, let's go! Alan dropped everything on the counter to pay, only to receive an eye roll from the cashier. They seemed like they just wanted to be done with their shift, to clock out and go home. Ain't that the truth? I'm mad at it. I'm mad at it. I'm not mad at that. We quickly leave the store after paying, bags filled with a bunch of goodies. I still couldn't believe that he had stolen candy, Alan! While it was kind of impressive that he did it so nonchalantly and with ease, I still couldn't help but feel bad that he went out of his way to grab enough to share. Last time we offered him some... This time we stay silent. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. We kept walking for a few minutes, our bags of snacks almost empty. The only thing left was wrappers and packaging. We seemed to have almost lost track of time. As I finally began to notice the sun was about to set, Alan tosses the stone up a couple of times in the air before flinging it across the lake. My eyes follow it, and to my astonishment, the stone skips across the water with accelerating speed, never stopping. I squint my eyes, and the further and further it got until it was nothing more than a speck. Then it was gone. Alan let out a satisfied hum, and my mouth opens in astonishment. Last time we asked him if he could teach us. This time, I don't need your help. I'm at Martian Lake. I don't need no help. In a hurry, I began to look around for a decently sized stone. I pulled back my arm, rock in hand, as far as I could. With all my might, I threw it into the water. I eagerly looked towards the water, only to find the rock disappear into the shallow waters. I pout. No. Don't burn yourself out. I'll teach you, doe eyes. Here. Alan approaches me, picking up a random stone as he did. He examined it, turning it over in his hand. You can't just use any rock. It has to be very flat. And there's gotta be a little nudge for you to place your finger and grab onto. Then he grabs my wrist gently, handing me the rock and places it in the palm of my hand for me to hold. You know, I don't see the problem with Alan. I'm just saying, I don't see the problem. I've gotta stop waking up like this in a cold sweat. What's up with me lately? What are you doing? Hi, you don't have to be up there. You can make a good choice. We're not gonna bother with our messages. It's too early for this. I don't even want to bother to look at my phone. I let out a yawn as I stretched. Despite sleeping on the couch, I was more than comfortable. No soreness, no nothing. It's quite rare. Alright. Now, what to do to tackle the day? Last time we replied with sass because we're naturally sassy. So this time, let's reply with a little bit nervous. I don't know, what do you want me to say? Erica had this strange sense of dry humor. It flew over my head. I constantly worry if I ever say the wrong thing to her. It's hard to tell by her blank expressions. Sorry, let me rephrase. I just want to know if you want to study together for Professor McCroy. My roommate is off to do some arbitrary adventure, and I don't want to be cooped up here. How does that sound? I followed the sound to where it led me, not far off from the small neighborhood of the college dorms. Even when I went into the thick wood, I could still see the houses from a distance. Occasionally, the sound would deafen, but I was getting closer. Alan had to be around here somewhere. I'll never get over the fact that he named the raccoons Rocky and Horror. If you haven't seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, please see it. You named them? I like giving them names. Oh, so there are multiple animals included. You should meet them. They're all cute little guys. I want to meet them, but I guess I'll pass. I don't want to catch rabies or to get my face scratched. I leave wild animals alone. You're lost. That's still really dangerous, Alan. Alan's expression seemed like that of an innocent kid who had no idea what he did was wrong. Hey, I'm still alive. Besides, you should have gotten the hint that I disregard most things. You didn't complain about living so dangerously when I stole that chocolate. Oh, I was fighting words. Don't drag me into that. You stole that chocolate. I ain't do that. You stole that. And you're my accomplice. In the eyes of the law, that makes us both criminals, my doe. Arrest me? Oh, I said that last time because I did the same. Oh God, this isn't good. How predictable, Sleepy. How predictable. Nope, I'm not a criminal. I'm completely innocent. You will not rope me into your petty theft here. That was just one time. Will they believe you if I can convince them that you're my partner in crime? Alan placed his arms behind his back and swayed his way over to me. A devilish smile never left his face. Cease, Alan! He's really cute. I'm fine. We continued to play around back and forth. It took nearly a solid minute for it to die down until we left with a small, awkward silence, but smiling at each other nonetheless. It was only then that Alan finally said something. By the way, is there a reason you came to find me? I stayed a bit longer for small talk. I had forgotten why I was out here. Make your leave. We gotta make our leave. I can't stay much longer. I should get some food before I pass out from malnourishment. Alan gave me a worried expression. I felt a little bad for making a joke like that. I know that some people take skipping meals very seriously. I tried to eat as much as I could. I wasn't trying to starve myself on purpose. I just forgot to eat, and sometimes it felt like a chore. Y'all, I just want to say I have been eating regularly. I've been eating consistently. 3 meals, 3 snacks every 4 hours. It changes your life. It is so wild what eating consistently and like actually taking care of yourself can do for you. Who knew? Damn, you didn't eat. That's the life of a college student for you, Alan. Speaking of which, I gotta go do boring class stuff. I'll see you around when I get the chance. Wait, I stopped dead in my tracks with Alan calling out for me. Leaving so soon, we could hang out some more. How about we get something to eat first? I appreciate it, Alan, but it's just me doing some studies. I wouldn't want to bore you with that. Alan looked like a kicked puppy, his eyes growing wider and clasping his hands together. I can already see him going down on his knees and begging at this point. Cutie.
Come on.
Oh, stop! I'm trying to set my boundaries! Alan, I have to go. Sorry. I turned around, setting my sights to head to the convenience store like how I originally intended. Alan's tone sounded disappointed. I felt kind of bad to leave it behind, but I didn't have time to faffle about with some guy I just met. I needed food, and I had to meet up with Erica later. Alan! I made my way out of the woods, a few twigs scratching my pants. I was greeted again with the worn-out sidewalks, the paths lining up the horizon along with the houses on the other side of the street. I didn't waste any time hurrying to the food box, nor did I want to be late for that study date. It's not like my grades weren't the worst, but they could be a lot better. The most recent grade on my English assignment was rather humbling. The image of Professor Makura shamefully shaking his head was burned into my mind. That is the worst. Don't do that. Dear teachers, please don't do that. I was hit with the cool, air-conditioned breeze as I walk in. The same usual ding of the store was then followed by the most unenthusiastic welcome from the 2 employees, both in unison. My hand reached over to the stack of plastic baskets and I made my way around the store. I thought about what I could even eat, checking the price so it would be within my budget, and perhaps buy a snack on my way back home. Just a little treat. Sleepy. I was pulled out of focus hearing my name being called.
Oh my god. Is that you?
The one and only. I heard a... I heard a voice coming to my right, and I was met with a bright, cheerful face. Huh?
Hey!
I recognized that dorky smile from anywhere. Stu? My eyes slowly blink and the hamster wheels in my head quickly started to turn. Fancy seeing you here. If I weren't in a public area, I would have dropped my basket right then and there. Stu flashed me a grin and the bastard I hadn't seen since high school standing right before me. Seeing me here? How the hell did you get here? Why are you here? It is my job to bother you, is it not? That cheeky comment he made was met with a playful punch to his arm. Stu let out a soft oof, rubbing his side, but kept that smile on his face. That's not what I meant. I thought you said you didn't have a chance to move here, so... As my words trailed off, Stu scratched the back of his head uncomfortably, letting out a nervous laugh.
Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know what the forces of the universe are doing, but I'll be sure to thank them.
Oh. You got accepted? Stu didn't give me an answer. His teeth flashed a proud smile and a wink, his hand comically under his chin. And you didn't tell me? Oh, well, I was going to. You see, I want to believe that. Stu pouted his lips, his brows creased together while throwing his head back like a child not getting the toy you wanted.
At least say you're glad to see me.
Okay, that's enough torturing the poor guy. I can't promise that I can hold myself back. It's been a while since I've last even spoken with Stu. We used to text each other almost every day, but over time, our conversations would stop being engaging and eventually he just stopped responding. I shouldn't dwell on that right now. I mean, he was here now. I really am glad to see you, Stu. He smiled at me. Yeah, it's nice to finally see you again. We both fell into a silence, with Stu's eyes falling to the floor and his hands stuffing into the bags of his pockets. So, got any plans right now? Oh, I almost forgot what I was even here for. Yeah, actually, I was gonna make breakfast and study with a friend. Oh. Stu shifted awkwardly in place. His well-worn, scuffed white sneakers tapped on the tiled floor of the store. By the tone of his voice, he sounded disappointed. That's too bad. I was looking forward to catching up with you. Stu's lips slowly tugged at a sad but hopeful smile. His eyes lightened, awed, teary-eyed. I let out a loud sigh. I should be happy that he's now has the decency to reach out to me this time. I let out a loud sigh. I should be happy that he now has the decency to reach out to me this time. However, I can't just let him tag along out of nowhere. Stu, do you want to come? His face brightened as if he wasn't begging me to take him out just a minute ago. Oh wow, Sleepy, I would love to! Guess that settles it. It has been forever since I last talked to Stu. While I didn't much add to the conversation on our way to the park, he kept things lively, even making me laugh. It's been a while since I've been this happy. So, anything new lately? Have classes been easy on you? Made any friends? Well, made a couple. Those two being a college classmate I barely talked to and a guy I just met in the woods. I guess this Erica person is one of them. That she is. Stu gave me a playful expression after he just pestered me with the questions. While I love Stu, and he is my best friend, I hope he doesn't embarrass me in front of Erica. While we weren't close by any means, Erica did try to talk to me. Whether that was because she truly wanted to be a friend or she pitied me, I don't really know. Erica had told me that she doesn't usually pass time with classmates outside of class. Said that she had too many instances of guys wanting to borrow her bras. You know, that sounds like college. That sounds like college. Yikes. Sleepy. I hear my name through the whole commotion of the park. There sat Erica on the bed of green grass, an intricate, lacy pink blanket spread out on the ground. Did she set up this study date like a picnic? She even packed snacks and drinks.
You made it!
I made it! I briefly waved at Erica as we both approached her. Her usual apathetic face never faltered even when she caught glance of the sight of Stu. And who's this? This is a friend of mine, Stu. Hey, nice to meet you. Name's Stu. You know, Erica and Stu would make a fun pair. I sighed and Stu extended his hand toward Erica. The look on her face, I could tell she wasn't exactly charmed, at least from what I could see. Erica took Stu's hand. Her usual dead expressionless eyes never faltered. Pleasure's all mine. Her voice remained monotonous, but there was a drag in her words, almost like she's sarcastic. I stared at both of them, two extreme shaking hands. One was happy to be there, and the other's gaze slowly made their way towards my direction. Erica is staring daggers at me. I'm sorry, Erica! Erica, I'm sorry. Wanna tell me the change of plans, Sleepy? Sorry, it was kind of last minute, and I haven't seen Stu since high school. You know what? To be fair, I'm on Erica's side. I'm on Erica's side. At least give me a text. Let me know, you know? My rambling was cut short and a slight shiver ran down my spine. It was hard to tell what Erica was thinking due to her blank demeanor. Maybe I should just shut up instead of coming up with an excuse. Well, are you going to study or not? I packed some lunch just in case. Both me and Stu looked over at the setup. There were only a couple of things that could be eaten along with the small amounts of snacks scattered. Stu frowned. I guess there's not enough food for one more? Well, what do you think? No? There was a beat of silence. If looks could kill, Stu would be dead on the spot with Erica's cold stare. Even I felt a chill down my spine.
Good boy.
Fast learner. Good boy. Keep up. Erica immediately perked back up and walked back to her spot with us following suit. Stu looked at me with a puzzled expression, confused about what happened. I could only return a supportive, albeit apprehensive smile. Erica didn't push him off or insult him outright, so I guess that was a good sign. Well, we all sat down together, both right across from me. The basket of food perfectly sat in the middle. I saw Erica take out some assignments and a book we had been assigned. Should I go over the lesson for you? That would be nice. Erica nodded at me, graciously placing a pencil right behind her ear while flipping through the textbook. Throughout the day, we mostly talked amongst ourselves. Sometimes Stu would join in with the brief conversation when he got too antsy about being left out. Same. And it's not that I was personally trying to ignore him, far from it. But him being a part of our study date wasn't exactly the plan. I cared enough for him to come along, but then again, it's not like he gave me much to think about. It was very last minute. I don't know whether to feel bad or frustrated at Stu. He was the one who wanted to tag along. My eyes kept glancing over at him. He kept looking behind him, staring at some bushes and trees and the occasional stray dog walking around. Anything to distract him, I figured. Hey. I lost my train of thought when I heard Erica calling for Stu? I'm surprised by that. Even more so, Stu. Erica was the first to react over the picnic basket, pulling out a cold drink and handing it over to Stu, his eyes widening at her in surprise. What? You think I wouldn't offer you at least a drink? Not that rude. Take it. Sweet. Stu beamed, shifting closer to Erica, reaching out to take the can of soda, only for Erica to pull back out of his reach. Say the magic words. I'm just messing with you. Here. Stu could only let out a lighthearted but nervous chuckle, grabbing the soda slowly, as if he was afraid that Erica could pull another move. Maybe I should have warned him about Erica's dry sense of humor. It was awkward, but it was good to see them getting along at least. I didn't know much about Erica. Her presence was intimidating in the admirable kind of way. She was just so cool. I wanted to get to know her better, not trying to imply that Stu is a complete loser, but that we were both complete losers back in the day. I know that high school reputation doesn't exactly matter in the real world, but I still welcome the change with open arms. I looked over to Erica, noting how her fingers lightly trace over the text of the surface of the page. Okay, so let's ask her about how her day was. Let's riz up let's go ahead and riz up our cute schoolmate. Anything new going on? Erica perked up, her eyes now focusing onto me. I took her a minute to respond, but there was a vague smile on her face, one I could barely notice as she flipped the page. Nothing eventful or important for me to comment on, but I don't think that's the answer you want. There was a small, awkward silence as Erica proceeds to highlight a passage from the book. She was holding a lavender highlighter marker that had a small cat paw at the end of the cap. Oh, she likes cats. I tried one of those local bakeries in here. Suffice to say, their pastries were decent. Then again, I'm a snob when it comes to them. Their coffee was good though. Better than the school cafe. A pastry snob? I didn't know you had expensive taste. Please be a pastry snob. Take me where all the good pastries are. Erica huffed out a chuckle.
Not even. I'm just used to what my dad would bake. Love and nostalgia bias is the best ingredient.
Oh, she has a healthy house. Me and Stu both laughed collectively. Before we could continue, we heard an awkward cough coming from none other than Stu himself. Oh, I totally had forgotten that he was even there. I was so wrapped up with Erica.
So, do you guys watch anime?
Nice! Ah! Look at it! Ah! Stu! Oh my god. He's fun. He's fun. Oh my goodness. Oh great. Erica looked over at me with an unamused look, but there was a tiny smile slowly creeping in. Not much, but yeah. Stu perked right up, happy to be included in the conversation. He sighed in relief. Cool, maybe we could like a watch party? I was thinking we could have a show play in the background. Dubs are way better now, so we wouldn't have to laser focus on the subtitles. It can sort of work as white noise without getting completely confused on the plot. Erica let out a hum, almost like she wasn't even going to try to entertain the idea. What kind of show were you thinking? I was taken a bit by surprise. Was she actually considering it? I could see Stu darting his eyes to look towards me as if crying out for help. I was thinking you two would like Crimson Face. It's a mech. I don't do mechs. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about mecha animes that get me, but I don't do them. My old roommate and my partner love mecha anime though. Get in the robot, Shinji-kun! Congratulations, you did it. Congratulations, you did it. Congratulations, you did it. It's a mech anime with a lot of action and humor. Another hum erupted from Erica. Mech isn't really my cup of tea. I'm more into magical girls. Listen, me and Erica, we're here. I need a girlfriend. Come here, girl. I'll be your girlfriend. I'm sure we could find something that would work. What are you into, Sleepy? Magical girls. Slice of life horror. Magical girls. I know.
Good to know you have good taste.
I'm pretty sure I can find something that fits. I think Dress to Kill could count as a magical girl anime. I mean, if you're getting technical. Wait, you've seen it? I've seen enough.
Hopefully we don't take too much time from your body pillow girlfriend.
Oof. Let's ask about her assignment. The book Erica was holding caught my attention and looked rather old. The edges already fading from its original color, and the paper crinkled with every movement. So, what book did you pick for our assignment? Erica turned over the cover of the book, and I read its title. Whispers of the Hanged? The title sounded a little gruesome. So, what's it about? The actual history of the Salem witch trials. It goes through all the grim details of what women at that time went through. The excruciating executions. Most were hangings, but there is a case that involved being slowly crushed by heavy stones. Think like a medieval hydraulic press, and we haven't even covered the awful conditions of those kept in jail. Literally waiting for months without a trial, many of them being tortured during it. If I'm starting to ramble, you're free to tell me to stop. No, you're fine. That's rather interesting. Come to think of it, Salem is not that far from here, right? Erica nodded at me. She looked beaming with enthusiasm that I engaged with her in this conversation. Yes, back in the day, Doomsbury used to be a safe haven for those who were accused of witchcraft. That's cool. Erica smiled at me, her eyes shifting back to the book cover. So, let's agree. We like mecha. Let's lie. Sweet, I got a few in mind. Just tell me what you're looking for and I can find the perfect one. Aren't they usually toy tie-ins? Don't a good chunk of magical girls have those too? Okay, Cube, looking at you. Okay, you're not wrong there. Even if they are, doesn't mean it isn't good.
Hopefully we don't take too much time from your body pillow girlfriend.
I can't, every time I hear that line, I just, woo! She came for his throat. Okay, slice of life. Have y'all seen Sign of Affection? Because if you haven't, you should. That's what me and Aspire is watching currently. See Sign of Affection. Go watch Sign of Affection. Go watch Sign of Affection. I didn't even think of that. I guess it could work pretty well for white noise. Most of them are pretty chill and have low stakes. Horror! I'm not sure about that, Sleepy. Stu leaned in close to me, lowering his voice.
You know how I am with horror.
Oh no, he's a baby. I looked over to Erica for her response. She simply shrugged. I don't mind it, but it's gonna be more of a distraction than anything. Stu let out a chill in response, his body squirming at the— That got a snort out of me. Erica didn't have to read him to filth like that, but it was funny. You have no idea, Erica. I'm joking again. She let out a proud, almost smug smile, leaving Stu dumbfounded.
I figured you were. I thought you even had someone following us just to mess with me more.
What? Okay, that wasn't a normal sentence, Stu. What?
I beg your pardon?
I could sense Stu's soul leaving his body. Come on, guys. You totally got someone following us around, right? I look over to Erica, only to be met with the same confused expression I have. They're staring at us at those bushes over there? Stu pointed over his shoulder, but nothing was there. Nothing but an uncomfortable silence between us. Luckily, Erica stepped in to kill off the awkward tension. Okay then. Erica closed the textbook she was currently reading. I think we should call it off from here. I need to get back home anyways. I blinked, a little taken aback by Erica's abrupt leave.
I swear, I'm not crazy.
Stu frantically waved his arms, a pathetic attempt to convince Erica to believe him.
Don't worry, it's not entirely your fault.
Oh, entirely? I can't concentrate like this. You could try to plan out another day to study, hopefully with no interruptions. There was a beat of silence as Erica gave Stu a side eye. Without a moment to lose, Erica packed everything, but let us keep the snacks she brought. See you around, Sleepy. I gave her an awkward wave, which she returned, but then she eyed Stu. There was a beat of silence. I couldn't tell what she was thinking. It was nice knowing you, Stu. She didn't sound peachy, but not angry either. Just her usual tone. That had to be a good sign, right? Just like that, she left. Once she was out of sight, I slowly turned to Stu. I gave him a look. I'm not sure whether to be upset or be left dumbfounded like he was. I groaned. This could have gone better. Sleepy, hey, It's fine, Stu. I said, like a liar, waving him off. If I interrupt something you could have, it's okay. He quieted down, noticing my disappointed tone. Was I being a little too harsh on him? I guess I can't really blame him for wanting to hang out, but things change. Or at least, I'm trying to change things. We both sat in an uncomfortable silence until we both bid farewell to each other. During the whole walk to my dorm, I kept my eyes glued to the ground, feeling like garbage. Maybe I was a little too harsh to Stu, but he should have known not to change my plans with Erica. I'm trying to make friends and get a new life. or as much as I could. I did miss him an awful lot. Seeing him feels like old times. And it made me feel some type of way. Good times, bad times, all in a confusing mixed bag of emotions. I wanted to try and move from the past, but I can't help but clinging on because it was familiar. The eyes. I snapped out of my trance, hearing someone call out. It was Alan. What are you doing here? I say as we all know what he is in fact doing here. He was sitting on my porch, holding his chin in his hands. He had a wild smile, happy to see me. Not gonna lie, seeing him made me feel better. Alan, what are you doing here? Waiting for you. I tilted my head, cocking an eyebrow at him. How long have you been sitting here? Alan finally stood up, placing his hands behind his back and flashed a bright smile. How long?
I missed you.
I rolled my eyes, scoffing as I reached over to the doorknob, passing by him. Did Alan seriously wait all day for me to get back home? It was weird to say the least. Although, picturing Alan sitting here all by himself was an amusing scenario. Hopefully, none of the other students got freaked out by him. Alan, we saw each other this morning. That doesn't change anything. I was looking forward to hanging out with you and all. Okay. I managed to open the door, not wanting to throw him out like a stray dog. I decided to let him crash for the night. Oh, poor baby, I said sarcastically. Alan was right behind me. He awkwardly stood at the doorstep and he seemed to hesitate to enter. Don't be shy, come in. I beckoned him to take the first step. It was like trying to let in a cautious stray animal, lost and confused. Alan finally stepped in the creaky floorboards of the house, releasing a soft groan under him. Yeah, this place is older than the town itself, but hey, it's home for now. You work with what you get. I shrugged, but overall, I agree with the sentiment. I turned on the TV, letting the soft glow illuminate the entire living room. While I do have lights, I'd much rather be sitting in some darkness after a long day. Moo. Moo. I looked back to Alan, seeing that he was inspecting my home. He looked down at the floorboards, pressing the tip of his shoe to emit a harsh creak. It was as if he was trying to find something to do. You can make yourself at home, don't just stand there. I nervously motioned to the TV area. You can go ahead and sit on the couch. Alan let out a surprised noise, staying in his usual place, but did what he was told. He smiled nervously as my eyes followed him, and he sat on the edge of the couch. He looked like an awkward little kid. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some extra blankets and a pillow for you. Oh, you don't have to, Doise. I can't leave you pillowless, Alan. Besides, I'm cold too. Okay, last time we threw it at him, let's just hand it to him. I decided to be nice, walking over to him and simply handing him the pillow. He gladly took it off my hands and placed it on his lap. I plopped myself beside him on the couch, throwing the blanket across the couch. It slowly landed on both me and Alan, taking its warmth. Now it's just us, opposite sides of the couch, in the cozy glow from the TV. In silence. Ooh, okay. Last time we said, let him surprise you. This time, we're gonna say that we like him. Maybe I would like that. Maybe I like you. Alan huffed out a short, breathy laugh.
That's what I wanted to hear.
T, okay. I felt his calloused hand reach for my face and he leaned in, sealing both of us into a kiss. Okay, so this time we're gonna stay silent. My mouth felt like it was wired shut.
Guess I'll answer it for you.
Ooh! I felt Alan's hand slowly snake its way to the back of my head, brushing his fingers through my hair. He then closed the gap between us, his lips sealing a kiss. That was really cute. We're gonna ask him to stop. Can we maybe not? Alan's eyes softened before peeling them away from me. Yeah, sorry. We can stop. Alan pulled himself away from me, letting me sit up on the couch normally. I might have gotten a little carried away there. His voice sounded almost pained and disappointed. I awkwardly rubbed my arm and shifted uncomfortably. Alan finally looked at me. His eyes widened with a puppy-like stare. I couldn't help but feel a bit bad for him. I should at least make it up to him, right? Let's just take things slow, okay? Here. Oh, pat your lap. Hold on. Y'all giving me too many options. Sleepy impulse. Pat your lap. I straightened my posture. That's what I get for being thirsty. I straightened my posture and softly patted my lap. Alan looked a little hesitant, but he followed suit like a good dog. He's a good puppy. He rested his head on my legs, and I slowly stroked his hair. It was a little awkward, but we both warmed up to it. Comfy? Alan nodded, and we both sat in a peaceful silence again. The TV softly drowned out by our surroundings, and my eyes began to grow heavy. Let's go ahead. We'll pat the seat next to us and not be thirsty. I softly patted the cushion next to me to get him to move closer. Alan looked a little hesitant, but he followed suit, scooching over. I laid my head on his shoulder. It was a little awkward, but I soon warmed up to it. Comfy? Alan nodded, and we both sat in a peaceful silence again. The TV softly drowned out our surroundings, and my eyes began to grow heavy. What you do She hot potatoes. All right, you cutie pies. You know, lately my thing has been, it hasn't been cutie pies. It has been, lately my thing has been Pookie Bears. Okay, so anyway. So that was all of the, content for my Dear Hatchet Man. That's the whole thing. First of all, I really love the storytelling. I think they did a really good job at immersing the reader. The pacing is pretty good too. Like, I don't feel like it's dragging at any certain part. You know, if you want the smut, you better click that 18 plus link. You know, I'm just putting it out there. But yes, I really enjoyed my time playing this game. I loved the art. I love the visuals. I love the storytelling. It was really fun. I'm very excited for day number 3. I'm excited for day number 3 because baby boy Alan might be, he's on the list. Is he up there with Soul and Z? No, I hesitated too long. That's how you know. But he is definitely like the tier right under it. The tier right under it. Delicious. So as always, thank you so much for spending time with me. I love seeing your face. I love having you here. I love being oh so sleepy and oh so cozy. And remember that day by day, moment by moment, we are blossoming like a flower of lavender, calm, cool, and collected. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. He is really cute. Like nothing bad has happened. I haven't seen anything sketchy unless I'm missing something.